Yo, 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 if you're watching on the playback, we getting started right now. We getting started right now. People like the stream, hit the stream. This ain't gonna be a long one, but we here to talk about what just went down this morning. I wasn't even gonna do this, be honest with you, but I was like, nah, we gotta talk about this. So I'm just waiting for some people to pop in. Again, hit that like button. Was good for first person to come through. I appreciate you, brother. Come help me see the light of what the heck they just did, dog. Like the stream, like the stream. If you're coming in, come in, and we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this one right now, cause it's we got some malarkey afoot going on right now. You dig? You smell me? You feel me? I don't know. Did y'all hear the rumblings right now? I know Twitter is on fire right now. Everyone's going mad. What's goody, everyone? Is crazy. Yo, hit that like if you coming in right now so we can let everyone know what is going on right now. This fine morning, dog. I got back from an appointment. I'm looking at the TL on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, definitely do so at ForneverWorld, all that good stuff. But yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? We got to talk about this one. Hit that like button if you just coming in. We got to talk. We got to talk. Appreciate you, real life fashion killer. Triple flames on Twitter. What else is new? Yeah, no, but I think that there's some validity to these flames. Okay, I think that Twitter got some validities on these Naruto flames, so to speak, because they bugging out, they spazzing out. What the heck just happened? What are they doing right now to these polls, bro? Like, yo, it's making me worried about the other ones. Now, in case y'all don't know, for the people that are just joining in, uh, where do I even begin? Uh, yeah, so pretty much the Narutop99 results are coming in right now for the voting of best fights. That's the first one that came in. They revealed it this morning of who won the best fights, and we're gonna go through the list. The music is loud. What music? Ain't no music on here. Is there music playing? I don't think there's no music. Y'all can hear me all good, right? Let me know y'all hear me all good real quick before we carry on, because I see somebody said the music is loud. What music? Unless you're talking about my voice. People saying yes, the music in his head. All good. I'm seeing two people say yes, and then he probably has something in the background. There's no music. You good, man. Okay, yeah. Have me bugged out for a second. Like, no. All right. So yeah, so the Narutop99, in case you don't know, it was a poll that was released, and a bunch of different polls went down, but in particular the results that came in so far is for the best fight of Naruto, and apparently this is what we voted on, the Naruto fandom and community, excluding Boruto, because it's not about Boruto. This is strictly Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. What were the best fights? And I thought, okay, this is gonna be a slam dunk, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll get a little bit complicated at the top for, like, because Rock Lee versus Gara probably would be one of the top picks, right? Like, that's one of them. Naruto versus Sasuke, either battle, either the first battle at the end of part one or the second battle at the end of part two. Those are contenders. Kakashi versus Obito. Yo, that gotta be up there, right? Maybe that's number one. And okay, I wrote them down. I wrote them down because we're not gonna watch the trailer because the copyright gods is gonna be like, "Whoa, get out of here." So at number 10, Sasuke versus Datara. That definitely deserves to be on the list. It was brutal. It was one of the first fights. I want to say was it Sasuke's first fight in Shippuden, and it really put him through the ringer. So I think we're all in agreement that in a top 10 Naruto fights, Sasuke versus Datara is worthy of being on there, right? Like, I want to just make sure we're all on the same page. If you're just coming in, hit that like button. Let's spread this around so people can see what we just got bamboozled. But Sasuke versus Datara is good. Yeah, good one to be in top 10. Maybe not like top 5, but like, 10 to 8 or 7 is a really good fight. I think it's good. So coming in at top 10, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I dig it. I dig it. Um okay, I see a lot of people saying, yeah, 10 is good. Okay, 10 is good. Good. Number 9, this was a random fight, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt like it was just a you know how when you're coming up with a list, right? And you want to be a little bit different about it. And again, this is supposedly all based on our votes, right? This is supposedly all based on our votes, but this just seemed like a little bit of a wild card to throw in there. And I don't really see millions of people running to vote for this battle in particular, this fight. Neji versus Kidomaru, aka, because you're probably already like, who the hell is Kidomaru? Like, yo, did I watch a different series? That's the Sasuke retrieval arc, the sound ninja at the end. That one, I'm not mad at it per se, but it feels like a super wild card, and it makes me think, did people really run out to vote for that fight? Like, I could name a few different fights, especially ones that didn't get mentioned that are better than that battle. So that was like a wild card. But again, because it's that supposedly this is all on the fans voting, do you really think that out of the top 10 battles, people really ran? They're like, nah, that Neji versus Kidomaru, bro. Neji versus Kidomaru, yeah. Especially again when we get to ones that were left off. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you one that's left off of this list, and let me just double check so I don't feel silly. But I'm like 100%, million percent sure. I was shocked when I saw it. The first battle of Naruto versus Sasuke is not on this list. So you're telling me that Neji versus Kidomaru is a better battle than Naruto versus Sasuke at the end of part 1? I'll wait. I'll wait. This is it's turning into red energy, baby. It's turning into red energy. What? Neji versus Kidomaru over Naruto versus Sasuke, end of part 1, Valley of the End. Nani sore? Daijobu desu ka? Who voted for that? Did you tell me if you voted for that? Keep it a thousand. Who did any of you vote for Neji versus Kidomaru in the Naruto Top 99 poll? Did anybody? Anybody? Let alone voted over Naruto versus Sasuke from the end of part 1. One of the most iconic battles in anime. One of the biggest battles that YouTube damn near was, at the very least, the anime side of YouTube was brought up on AMVs of Linkin Park and Naruto versus Sasuke. Okay, Naruto versus Sasuke AMVs made AniTube at the start. They're like the Sage of Six Paths of AniTube. You telling me that Neji versus Kidomaru over that? This is they released a video so far. They've been I think they're gonna do it in increments until they release who won the popularity poll. And by golly, we'll get to that in a bit. Uh, I probably did can vote each date. Trolling goes too far. Yeah, like, yo, bro, there's so many fights in Naruto that you could have picked that are not even on this list. But Neji versus Kidomaru, but let's continue. Let's continue. Because again, there's probably people like, yo, but who's Kidomaru? What do you know what I'm saying? Because that's how not forgettable, but in comparison to the other battles, it's just come on, ridiculous. Now, this is a fight that deserves to be on this list, and I probably would have put it even higher, but for all intents and purposes, at the very least, it made the list. Minato versus Obito. Minato versus Obito. Do you think that at number 8, that's a good spot? Should have been top 5? Did they get that right, wrong? What do you think? I feel like it definitely deserves to be in top 10. That's a great fight. It's a small skirmish, but that's a great fight. And I like sometimes, like, some people don't really care for like battles that are really short. I like short battles because sometimes that's the most aggressive ones. And the reason they end quickly is because there's just like, whoa, it's just crazy impactful. But Minato versus Obito, I think that was a decent fight worthy of top 10. 7 or 8. That's okay in top 10. Okay, I'm seeing people saying they're agreeing, right? That's good. I think that that's a good one to be in there. I'm not mad at it at all. I got to keep it real. I'm not coming in here to rant on every pick. I think some of the picks, they got it right, but then some of them, especially, I'm going to just flat out say number 1. When we get to number 1, bro, when we get to number 1, if you're just joining in, like the stream, let people know, come through, all of that good stuff. We're not going to be here long, but while we're here, we're going to rock out because I can't even believe my eyes on what I just saw this morning. I get back in the crib and I'm scrolling through the timeline and I'm still baffled right now. I'm bewildered. What? Oh, snap. Yeah, you can make the case for top 5, but I'm good with 8. Okay, so I think we're all in agreement that we're not bothered by Minato versus Obito at number 8. Number 7. Despite the fact that a lot of people didn't really care for the outcome of this battle, just keeping it real, I know a lot of people were like, bro, what the hell? In the end, the way they, just the outcome in general, Guy versus Madara, 8 gates Guy. We already know Guy. he should have probably bit the big one. They pulled a Naruto Jesus, and Naruto just went, voila, get up, bro. And it was a wrap. But in terms of for the fight, not the, after, but just the combat itself, that was a great fright. Yeah, fright. I'm frightened of number one. That was a great fight. And I'd probably say maybe I'd put it top five. I'm gonna be honest with you. Top five. What is it again? Seven, right? Yes, Mike Guy versus Madara. That's a top five fight for me personally. I don't know if I. What do y'all think? Let's see. Uh, six. Yeah, top six, maybe 10. Like that again. I totally get that. Guy should have bit the big one. It was, hinted from the beginning. Although Kishimoto at some given point threw a curve, and we find out that Mike Guy's father's name is Might Die. So it went from, you use 8 gates, it's over for you, to now Mike Guy might die. All the symbolism is in there to tell you that Kishimoto was like, but they won't let me do it, because chances are half the time, let's break the fourth wall. Let's get into reality that these publishing companies, they have the final say on if a character can die or not, especially in a giant series that, it's a multi-million-dollar operation. They probably thought it wasn't in the best interest to show death, especially to a beloved character such as my guy. So probably Kishimoto was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And right as he was about to write Maito Guy in the death note, Shueisha grabbed that pen and they said, no, little one. You're not Light Yagami. You're not him, bro. You ain't him. And that was the end of that. But yeah, my guy is definitely top G. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, top G, my guy. But it went from, again, 8 gates kills you to my guy might die. Yeah, this is supposed to be the best fights of Naruto. All of Naruto. Naruto Part 1 and Naruto Part 2. Not including Boruto, because I'm sure some people would throw in a case for Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki, and Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen, Bariyama versus Ishiki. Like, there's all those really dope fights that Boruto has, but this is only Naruto through Naruto Shippuden, and it's all of the fights combined. That's why we had a random-ass pick. I'm still, like, shocked and bewildered. Neji versus Kidomaru? That's so random. Like, we was like one pick away from that being like the Kiba battle from the Sasuke retrieval. And did anybody feel like Kiba? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if they would have had that Kiba, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know what I would have did right now. I would have thrown something. Probably wouldn't have thrown nothing, but I would have been very upset, wagging my finger like, that's wrong. Oh, snap, bro. This is madness. But okay, I would probably bump up the Might Guy versus Madara battle, because I'm just, I'm a Madara fanatic regardless. But okay, that was number 7. Number 6, 100% should have been a top 3 battle. I can't see how this only made 6. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all gotta let me know. Do y'all agree with this one at number 6? Like, yo, it deserves top 10 automatically. But number 6, Sasuke versus Itachi. Right now, let me know. I'm looking at the comments right now. Sasuke versus Itachi. How is that number 6? Is that right there? Antonio Vasquez says it's my number 1. Drop LP says top 3. Top 4, top 3, top 5. That's number 6. Yeah, that's number 6. Lord German Husbando. That's number 6. That's crazy, right? Every fight for Nevis should have been top 5. I don't think Neji versus Kidomaru should have been top 5. Okay, so sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong. Is my guy Naruto Explained up in here? I see somebody adding him. Is he up in here? I don't see his name. Where are you, bro? I don't see him. Oh, wait. I think I did. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Deserve 6. Nah, fam. I can't get jiggy with that. No. Not 6. Like, I'd say top 3. At the very least, it needed to be one up to say, like, okay, Sasuke versus Itachi, top 5. But 6 for Sasuke versus Itachi, that was literally for all of Naruto Part 1, the entirety of it. That was the central core piece of Sasuke's character arc. And then where is that in like Shippuden? That's like what, a third into the series, right? So, like, even a third of Shippuden, that's also part of the main goal of Sasuke. That's his goal up until after that. Then he kind of maneuvers into, I want to be Hokage. But up until that point, that's his, you know what I'm saying? How can that just be six? Especially you take away, okay, whatever. Just look at it for the combat itself. Come on, dog. What is it? Keaton, is it? When he drops the electrical, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. That gotta be top five. Top five. Come on, stop it. Come on, bro. Come on. Sasuke versus Killer B. Nah, dog. Sasuke versus Killer B ain't worthy. We need Kitamaru versus Neji, dog. Because that's what they did to us over Sasuke versus Killer B. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's another one. Let me double check, but it's not on the list. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's not on the list. I know, but I just want to be 100% sure. Sasuke versus Killer B, not on the list. What's good, sweet dude? Appreciate my members coming through. Shout outs to all my channel members coming through. If you just joining the stream, hit that like button. We're talking about right now. The results came in this morning for the Narutop poll in terms of for the best fights of Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. No Boruto, just Naruto to Naruto Shippuden. And it's looking a little wonky. It's looking a little ragged. It's looking a little bit like they played us, and this ain't the list that we voted on. Okay, I don't know. But let's carry on because already there's a couple of weird ones. Number 5, I think, is very appropriate. I'm fine with this one. I'm going to be honest. Fenev should have rewatched Kitamaru versus Neji, then hating on it. Nah, no. Number 5, Naruto versus Pain. I'm fine with it. Deserves it. Great, iconic battle. Very memorable. Amazing stuff. Sage mode. Then in the midst of it, you also had and I think I'm imagining they're referring to it as in totality and whatnot, because, you also had Hinata jumping in there. That was one of the biggest character development moments for Naruto leading into the last at some given point. And just in general, it was an iconic moment that really solidified one of Naruto's goals. Sasuke, one of his goals was, to defeat Itachi. One of Naruto's goals was to be accepted by the village, and defeating Pain, mission accomplished. Honestly, if there wasn't no Obito and Madara situation in the wings, that could have been a point for Naruto to end. Like, he beat the big threat of the Akatsuki, and he's the hero of the village, and that's it. If there was nothing else, no Madara, no Obito, none of that stuff, that would have been right there. Boom. And I think probably people would have recognized that as the great conclusion of Naruto. Honestly, if they didn't have the setups of Toby and all of that other stuff, which, don't get me wrong, I love it because Madara is one of my favorite characters. So by no means am I saying write Madara out of the story. That's not what I'm saying. Don't put words into my mouth. Okay. I'm energized today, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. They got me bugged out. Like, yo, what they doing? The tale of Naruto Uzumaki. No. Oh, snap. Top 3, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. Like, so where are we at with it? Is top 5 good, or do y'all think it should have been higher? I can't imagine anybody saying Naruto versus Pain should be lower than top 5. Like, come on. Let's not get too carried away. Is it like 5 a good spot? Should it be 3? Do you think it's the best one? I don't think 1 would have been a little bit wild. Well, I don't know, considering what number 1 is, but we'll get to that in a bit. Top 5 valid. 4th place is good for me. 3. Rank 5, okay. 5, 4, in my opinion. 5, 4, or 3, 2. Okay, so we're in agreement that, though, it deserves more or less to be in the ballpark between 5 and 2. I don't think anybody would like it to be 1, but 5 and 2, around there. Maybe 3 would be the highest for me. I wouldn't put it any higher than 3, I'll be honest with you, because there's a lot of great fights in Naruto. Let's just keep it real. Naruto got some bomb-ash fights. But let's carry on, okay? Okay. Like I said, this ain't gonna be a long one. I ain't here for a long time. I'm here for the right time. Well, it's not really right because what's going on here. But yeah, number 4. This one right here, some people would say is number 1. This one right here is one that people would actually legitimately say, nah, dog, this should have been it. The art and animation was just too damn fire. It was classic, one of the best fights in all of Naruto. One of my favorite fights, Kakashi versus Obito. I'm not going to lie. I would definitely say it's definitely worthy of top 5. Like top 10, of course. Top 5 as well. I think it could have been top 3. I'm going to be honest with you. It could have been 3. I don't know if I'd put it number 1 because I feel like in order for a fight to have, that really like extra oomph for it, I have to, well, it was emotional. Shoot. I was going to say about the emotional aspect of it, but you're pretty much introduced, especially if you're a manga fan. In case you don't know, Kishimoto kind of hinted about Obito so early on, and it was very subtle, but most people didn't catch it that the Kakashi Gaiden, the boy on a battlefield story where we were first introduced to Obito, that happens in the manga right after Naruto Part 1, before Shippuden. Almost as if Kishimoto was like, yo, dog, this is going to be the villain for a majority of the next part of the story. And that's where it starts off. So the anime kind of bamboozled a lot of people and had people thinking, nah, dog, it can't be because they didn't air that stuff in the anime until way later. But there's a big piece that Obito should have been shown right before Shippuden started, and that would have given a lot of people a hint that, oh, that mask guy, Toby, Obito. Although you could have thrown the argument Toby, maybe people would have thought like, "Yo, it's Toby under the mask of Toby all along." Oh my god, or somebody from the Toby clan. But yeah, in terms of emotion, but come on, dog. The Sakuga that they used on that fight, the art and animation was fantastic. The switching back and forth between them as adults and them as children, because this is a battle that stemmed from their childhood, from differences and whatnot, from even days that they agreed with each other till, of course, Obito's inevitable fall. Like that is a classic fight. One of the best fights out there. Number 4 is great. I'm not too mad at it. I do think maybe 3 would have been better. I still say the top 2 spots will be wild, but then again, I got to keep on stressing that number 1 is what the hell they did. So Kakashi versus Obito could have been number 1 in this list at the very least, in the list that supposedly we chose. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's Kakashi versus Obito. I think we're all in agreement that it could have been a little bit higher. It's a great fight, definitely deserving of top 10, no questions asked. It's just, I guess, a preference point with Kakashi versus Obito. I'll say in terms of just aesthetics alone, it could have been number 1. Just aesthetics alone, it's really a beautiful looking fight, emotional fight, all of that good stuff. I think we're all in agreement. Wait, no, there's somebody saying that fight was horrible. Oh, you bugging. You trolling. Fight was so boring. What? Horrible fight. Easily most. Oh, okay. I don't know. Yo, who let the trolls in? Who? What y'all doing here? Appreciate you coming through. I'm glad you're loving the lives. It was too short, at least. Obito haters. There is a lot of Obito haters. If you was around, especially the anime community around the chapters where it was revealed about Obito, oh my god. People act like it's all sweet now, and that was great and all of that stuff. At that time, like my reaction video or my review of that chapter, I'll never forget the first couple hundred comments of what the vibe was. This is the worst thing ever. I can't believe Kishimoto did this. The amount of people that was so mad. I seen people burning Naruto books. I seen all sorts of stuff. So people act like it's all sweet and hunky-dory now. And they're going to do the same thing with My Hero Academia. When that ends, people are going to sweep it under the rug. We never burned volumes. We never acted wild over the most silliest nonsense. But they do it now with My Hero, and they did it with Naruto. When Obito was revealed, forget about it. Like having the opinion that, hey, I like this. It actually makes sense was like, blasphemous, get him. That's what it was. And ain't nobody gonna rewrite history because I was there. I witnessed in my own eyes. I was one of the first people to talk about that chapter when it dropped, and I remember the vibe was horrendous. It was a witch hunt for anybody that liked it. Obito is a very poorly written character. Yo, Fur, you trolling to the umpteen power, my guy. uh All right. We're gonna go next. We're gonna go to top 3. Now, number 3, honestly, when I think of best fights in shonen anime, especially, and anime in general, this is one of the fights that I put up on like a pedestal of like, this is what really good fights in animation can do. Like, so this could easily be my number 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not mad that it made top 3. Like, hey, you made top 3, but this could be my number 1 if it was me picking a list. The first thought in my mind, this is the fight that I think of when I think of good fights in anime, period. And that's Rock Lee versus Gaara. Rock Lee versus Gaara at number 3. Great pick to be in top 3. That's probably the best and most suited pick. Again, for me, it probably is number 1. It's a toss up between, like, I got to look at the Naruto versus Sasuke's. I got to look at Sasuke versus Killer B. I got to look at a couple of different battles. But Rock Lee versus Gaara, That's probably my number one, if I'm being honest. That's just a really, really, really good fight. It just it everything. It's a foundation. If that fight doesn't go down, I don't know if Naruto blows up as big as it does, because that was just like how many AMVs, how many motivational videos I've seen. Just that fight is iconic. That is not only iconic for Naruto, it's iconic for shonen anime. And not only is it iconic for shonen anime, it's iconic for animation as a whole. Okay, it's just that damn good. It's just that damn from everything, because you're not only taking from what it is aesthetics wise, amazing job, nothing you could say wrong about it aesthetics wise, but just what it represents of that hard work. Like maybe I wasn't gifted with the ability that I could just, sing and hit every single note and I'm the greatest singer. Maybe I wasn't gifted to be the best sprinter in the world. I got to go extra hard while they can do 30 minutes a day. I got to do 3 hours a day. But that's what it really represented for every person, that hard work over talent. That's what it represented. So it's such a powerful, even I'm talking about it right now, I'm getting goosebumps out here, bro. We getting goosebumps out here talking about it. Yo, we got a donation from the garden. Super appreciate you. Thank you. Gotta show my guys some love. This is a tough topic. Also, just because that Sakura versus Sasori is the longest, don't mean it's the best. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, but super appreciate from Garden. Mother Nature blessing you, guy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um uh Say my name, Fornever. I'm your biggest fan. Nico Huawei. I don't know if you're trying to get me to say something inappropriate or whatnot, but hey, all right, yo, no doubt, no doubt. Because some people, they do the troll moves. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Again, thank you to the garden. Super appreciate you. Um, okay, so Lee versus Gara is an iconic battle. It's probably again my number one. I love that fight. I could rewatch that fight so many times. Again, animation, art. I don't want to keep regurgitating it, but it's just a great fight. It's a classic, one of the best. It could easily be anywhere from 1 through 3. Anything lower probably would have been disrespectful. That fight put this series on the map in the West in a very heavy way. Like short Naruto versus Sasuke was a pivotal one. Everybody with the Linkin Park, AMVs and stuff like that. But that one right there sets up everything that snowballs after the fact. And that one right there is the most memorable battle from the Chunin exams. Like there's nothing I don't think is more iconic and memorable than that fight from the Chunin exams. Yeah, a lot of people agreeing. Yo, all right. We in agreement here with this one. Now let's jump to number 2. Number 2, again, a great choice. I don't know if I would pick it over its predecessor, but a great choice. Naruto versus Sasuke, the finale of Naruto Shippuden. I gotta ask, the biggest question I want to see right now in the chat: do you prefer that fight or their first fight? The first Naruto versus Sasuke battle or the second one? Which one is the better pick if you had to put for the second best fight in all of Naruto? Let's see. First fight, the second fight, first. Most people are saying the first fight over the second fight. I'm seeing some seconds, but most people are saying first over the second. By the way, like the stream if you're just joining in. Appreciate it. Yeah, most people are saying first. First fight all day. Naruto Explained said. Yo, Jamal Simmons, thank you for the donation. Do you think Naruto and Hinata will return, bro? They will return. It'll be a long time from now, I'd imagine, but they will. Or they're going to return in a way that is not going to conflict with them being in the current timeline. But let's not get into Boruto stuff because this is a Naruto stream and I don't want to spoil anything for people that might jump in. The hand-to-hand when I'm school? You mean when you came from school? What do you mean by that? But yeah, like hands down, those are both awesome battles. They did not cheap out. Thankfully, Studio Puro did not cheap out. They made sure that they ended this, story that was adapting the manga with grace, having Naruto and Sasuke with the most beautiful art and animation. But there's something about that part 1 battle. And maybe we're all blinded to a certain degree because this could very well be the case. Maybe we're all blinded by nostalgia. Maybe we're all just so nostalgic because let's be real, that part 1, dog. Like I go back to 2006, 2008, 2010 YouTube, and all you see is Naruto and Sasuke clashing at each other with either that wake me up inside, evidence, you'll have that one, or you'll have Linkin Park. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Like you'll have those. with that. Like that was just the most iconic thing. It's hard to compare that long time nostalgia to. I'm sure we're already nostalgic for part two's like ending fight, but there was just something about that part one fight that was just like iconic, and also it kind of breaks somewhat away from the mold because you're always expecting when you're watching anything or reading anything that the hero is going to be the victor, right? But when you're getting that climactic battle, that it kind of feels like the series could end right here, you know, even though we know it obviously goes into Shippuden, but you know, you could very well, if somebody didn't know, they could very well assume, okay, this is the final battle. These two friends are going at it. And then for the hero, the guy in orange, you know, repping Goku, so to speak, with the orange gi, like the guy in orange, the main character actually takes the L. That blew everyone's mind at that time, especially you're young and you're used to, you know, you're probably watching Disney movies or some other stuff, and you go to that and you're like, the guy in orange lost? I can't believe it. The main character, what? And it was by his own man's, his homie did him like that, try to break his neck. And all he tried to do is just scratch. Like, yo, you're no longer a Leaf Shinobi. Scratch. It was mind-blowing. So I could easily say that you could, and it looks like with this list, even votes, whatever votes came in, they were like, nah, like we're not gonna have the same character really dominating. Like there's a couple of Sasuke's on here and a couple of Naruto's, but they probably didn't want, because realistically it would just be Naruto and Sasuke fights all throughout the list, and like, you know, a couple other ones. So that's probably why they excluded, because there's no way in hell that Naruto versus Sasuke part one didn't beat Neji versus Kidomaru. That's one I will not believe. I refuse to believe it. That's bull crap. That's false. That's false propaganda. Hold on. Fake news. Whoever did that, you're wrong for it, okay? Whatever Japanese, probably it's what you call it, an assistant or something, that they were like, yo, just type up some stuff. Here's the list. This is what corporate came up with. You do it, because I refuse to believe Naruto versus Sasuke part one is not on that list. I refuse. Was good, King Bud. But I think for the most part, the overwhelming majority was that Naruto Part 1's fight, or Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1 over Naruto versus Sasuke Part 2. That's what I really saw through here. That's mainly the crux of what I saw, right? I got a little bit of water. Make sure to stay healthy so you can have drink water and stay healthy so you can have fights like Lee versus Gara and be the best you can be. Neji, probably worst fights, choose top 10. Yeah, I don't even know what that was. Putting a top 10 Neji fight in comparison to all the other stuff. Jiraiya versus Pain is not on this. Oh my God, bro. The more I'm thinking of it, the more I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. Oh, snap. Okay. And number one, y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for this? No. Bro, this is I refuse to believe that this is what happened. I honestly think that this is, to a certain degree, they understand their audience very well. While there are many, many women Naruto fans, and shout outs to all the women, 1000%, because I don't want this to come off as like some misogynistic nonsense of like, no, woman can't. Like, no, there's great fights with women. In fact, Sakura and Boruto probably has one of my favorite fights. Sakura versus Shin, that was an incredible battle. Shin Uchiha, incredible battle. Sakura is probably one of the best, most character developed, all of that good stuff in Boruto. So by no means is this, because that's just corny. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like that energy. That's whack to me. I don't like it at all. We're like, yo, we're gonna put down women. We're not doing that here. And by no means am I like, you know, women's rights advocate and all that stuff. Like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, that's corny to try and put women down in general. Like, hey, no, we're not doing that here. That's just not what we're doing. But what I will say is, number one on the Narutop is Sakura and Granny Chio versus Sasori. And I feel like this was purposely done to promote outrage. I feel like this was purposely done to Sakura, the equivalent of women's rights. And maybe that was a poor choice of words. I'm not here for women's rights. Shout outs to women's rights and all that stuff, because I do. Yeah, I want to be very clear with my messaging and what I say in these streams. I feel like that's just that was done because they know majority of fans are gonna be in outrage. I think even a lot of women would be like, "Yo, that was a dope fight. I love that fight with Sakura." But come on, Naruto versus Sasuke. Neither one of those fights got more votes. And I've seen some people saying that there was split votes. But the thing about it is that a lot of people voted like every day almost. Like I voted mad times on a lot of different things throughout the Naruto stuff. So I feel like it's just to get outraged. It's to get literally people like how I would be if I wasn't thinking straight and just what the hell, breaking my headphones and shit. But in reality, I can see what they've done. That this has to be that they basically utilize this opportunity to get people in an outrage, to get people talking about the Naruto Top 99. So then moving forward for the rest of the campaign and things like that, they're gonna have people's eyes on it, like, oh, they botched the best fights, but at least this person, Minato, won the, he's getting his own manga thingy majig. I think that's why they did it. I'm gonna be honest with you, to get eyes on it. It's similar to, like, remember the first Sonic the Hedgehog trailer? And by no means am I comparing Sakura winning this to Sonic with bad animation. But remember the first Sonic the Hedgehog trailer where it looked absolutely like ridiculous and horrible, and everybody started screaming. And then all of a sudden, no, but we got the fix. We're gonna fix it all up. Don't worry, post production. We'll be coming next year. And oh, they fixed it. We love it now. That's a new motto that a lot of these companies are utilizing. Outrage culture. Get everyone mad, and then you'll make it up to them later with something else. So that's why I think they did that. There's no way I'm going to believe that no matter how many split votes, no matter what, which way, why, when, how, whatever you want to call it, that Sakura and Chiyo versus Sasori gets more votes than... I'll give it this one. I will 100% put Sakura and Chiyo versus Sasori over that Neji versus Kitamaro fight. 100% that's a better battle, because that is a good fight. But I just refuse to believe that that's number one. I refuse to believe that the votes came in and gave it to Sakura and Chiyo. Again, good fight, great fight. I like that fight. It's not going to get more votes than Minato versus Obito, than Guy versus Madara, than Naruto versus Sasuke, both parts. Then Lee, come on. Lee versus Gaara? Keep it real. Lee versus Gaara. Sakura and Chiyo got more votes than Lee versus Gaara. There's no split votes there. Come on. Sakura versus Sasori, bro, really pissed the world to a Naruto fan, dude. Yeah. I think it deserves top 10, just not more than top 5. I would put it top 10. I'd say over the Neji fight, absolutely. But come on, fights that didn't even make it to this list are better. Killer Bee versus Sasuke? That's a better battle. Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1? That's a better battle. Kakashi versus Zabuza? Iconic. Come on. Let's keep it buck. That's a top 7 fight for me. Okay, yeah, top 7. I respect that. I think anywhere from 10 through 6, I would say, all right, I'm not mad at that. But number 1? I think they bugging out. Flat out. I'm just keeping it real. As a longtime Naruto fan, as a fan that's watched all of Naruto, read all of Naruto, as a fan that's even on Boruto and really enjoying a lot of Boruto. No, there's Boruto fights that are better than that battle. Boruto versus Boro. Well, maybe not Boruto versus Boro. Because Sakura, like I said, I don't want to sell it short either. Good fight. Good fight. But Naruto Bariyama, for example, versus Ishiki over that. Again, I know Boruto fights aren't included in this poll. I'm just saying, for example, there's so many other fights that could have been there, let alone just reposition it. I think that this list wouldn't be that bad if you reposition some things. Get the Neji versus Kitamaro battle out of here. Just get it out of here. I get they wanted to be creative and like, ooh, nobody would have thought of this one. I get it. I do that sometimes. Well, I've done that in the past when I've done lists or whatever. Like, yo, let's get one that is a really good fight that nobody, but that's not even like a great fight or anything. Like, it was a decent fight, but no, but get that out of here. Put Sakura versus Chiyo at, we can put it 7. Why not? Where's Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1? That has to be on here. I don't care if you're putting 2 Naruto versus Sasuke battles. There was 2 Naruto versus Sasuke battles, and this was up to us, the fans. We voted this in. This wasn't some pencil pusher in Japan. You dig? New gen watch Naruto from shorts. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yo, imagine like your whole Naruto database in your mind is off watching Naruto via some like shorts and stuff. Oh snap. Orochimaru versus the 3rd Hokage. Oh god, yeah. If Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1 there, I vote for it. Yeah. I don't know, man. It is only the major female fight for the Naruto series, so I guess you can blame the female audience for that. Still, even if they voted for it, I refuse to believe that they voted for that over a lot of the other battles. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Where is Zabuza? Yeah, where is Zabuza, huh? Kakashi versus Obito, that was 6, right? I think that was 6. No, Kakashi versus Obito, that was 4. And I wasn't mad at Jiraiya versus Pain. Oh God, that's blasphemy. That Neji versus Kitamaro is on there, but Jiraiya versus Pain ain't on there. That 100% should have been on there. What were people thinking? Who was voting for this, man? Because it can't be. It can't be. Oh snap! I'm sorry, I had to cover this one. The rest of the results from the remaining polls and whatnot, because there's a bunch of other ones in particular, especially the winner of who's getting the manga and all that jazz, the top 10 most popular characters. I'll do in a separate stream or I'll do a video on it or something else. But I had to cover this one because I felt like this was purposely done to get people in outrage. And I wanted to point that out that, yo, dog, where's Jiraiya versus Pain? Where's Killer Bee versus Sasuke? Where's Zabuza versus Kakashi? Where's Jiraiya, Tsunade, Jiraiya and Tsunade versus Orochimaru? Nobody mentioned that one. I haven't seen one person. And if I missed you, my bad. But I haven't seen one person mention that fight. Great fight. Great fight. Nobody mentioning it. Plot twist, they messed up the poll and they do their own favorite fight. That's literally what they did. They probably did. They probably, because I think, what was it? I did hear something about, oh, you might be onto something. That filler Rock Lee fight was better than the Neji fight. Saga versus Sasori has good choreography and character development. Absolutely. I'm not saying that it doesn't deserve to be in top 10. I'm saying it doesn't deserve to be number 1. I'm going to be very clear. Sakura is a dope character, especially, I always say it, and I don't care if I sound like a broken record. Boruto's Sakura is a great character, one of my favorite characters. All of her interactions as a mother, as a wife, as a strong fighter, all of that stuff is fantastic. I would put Sakura versus Shin over a bunch of these fights well, not a bunch of them, but over a few of these fights in this list. That's a great fight. One of the best fights in Boruto. Yeah. Part 1 and 2 Valley fight is merged in top 2. It's wild. I don't know. Guy versus Kisame is a dope fight too. Yeah, I just wanted to bring this one to you guys' attention. Um, this is the best fights that apparently the fandom voted for, supposedly. We'll throw those air quotes. Let me know what y'all think of this list. I'm gonna leave this one up. This is definitely a stream for the books. The best fights of Naruto according to the fans, even though this probably wasn't according to the fans. This was probably some intern down at Shueisha corporate said these are the fights that we need. We need to hit these markets. We got to appease these people. Throw this in there. And the intern was like, "Nan desu ka? Nani?" And that's how the moment went, and that's how we got this list. Thank you for everybody that joined me for this live event, and for the people that are watching on the aftermath. Let me know again what you think about this situation. You think they got it right? How would you place the top 10 best fights in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden? I don't agree with number 1, but there are some other great picks on this one. Guy versus Madara was a dope fight, but Lee versus Gara, I would probably put that as my number 1 if it's not Naruto versus Sasuke part 1. And then I'd probably put Naruto versus Sasuke part 2 at maybe number 3. I think I'd put it at number 3. I would definitely rearrange a lot of this stuff. Yo, even holy shit, I just started something before we go. Even Madara, when he first is summoned out of the damn out of the coffin and he starts going wild, slicing up all those shinobi. Even that was a great fight. And it wasn't even like a real serious fight, him one-on-one versus anybody. But even that, dog, even that, where is that? Like, madness. Madara fanboy, of course, speaking. ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. This was interesting. We'll go with interesting. Unexpected, shocking, probably disappointing, but I had a good time talking about it with you guys. Have an awesome one.